This is a Global Player original podcast.
Do you know what I've noticed? Tangent. Laundrettes at garages. What the fuck's going on in the world? I thought you just opened his trousers and dived straight in.
Slid into his slacks. My dog can handle me doing a little fart when I'm sleeping because apparently that happens a lot.
Yeah, you love me. I'm not going to empty the dishwasher. No.
Not gonna
The rules still apply indoors. And my vagina.
I was going to say,
exploded.
I bet you had a fanny flutter.
I'd shit in a bag. I've done that in the garage before when my bathroom was getting done. Those sorts of things are real brown flags.
Yeah.
Hey! Hello, Buttheads. Welcome to the pod. Before we get into it, just a little request from us. I don't even care if you get bored from this little request. Do not gatekeep. If you like this pod, share. If everyone shared with one person, we double our listenership. Don't you understand? We've got fines to pay.
Yeah.
We've got spanks to buy. We've got a lot going on. So like it, subscribe, tell your friends, enjoy. We're really growing. Such a fun listenership with all our Buttheads, and we love you so much.
And if you tell friends, the more people know about it, the more likely we're able to get on tour, bring Immindoors out, bring out the key characters of the pod.
Yeah.
We'll have Tim Butch doing something.
We'll have diversity. We'll have Susan Boyle. We're gonna have a lot going on.
Dawn French. Off the back of you saying about promote, spread the word. We had a good. I had a really good story, or we had a good story that a listener shared, and she was like, when you've binged, listen to all your favourite podcasts. That was lovely.
It was us and Parenting Hell, and I've just been on Parenting Hell, and that was a lot of fun. I mean, those guys have been going ages.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
They are so loosey-goosey. I think we're chaotic.
Yeah.
That just went all over the place. So I think it's
That's
fun.
That's the magic of it.
That was quite fun. I'm sort of obviously promoting my tour, Ball Naggy 2026.
Can't
so
wait.
I've been doing work in progresses for that, writing new jokes. So I really need to focus on that. I'm going to knuckle down. I'm a little bit like loosey-goosey about my stand-up, but so many people have bought tickets that I'm sitting at the kitchen table this weekend and I'm going to do revision cards. I'm all over it. I'm going to be
You're going to be
Think
here,
about
there,
Tom
and
Cruise,
everywhere.
Minority Report. It's going to be like that. Analog, but all a bit like that.
You're going to be running about like Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be running. It's my ideas and the guys loved it. I just want to run everywhere.
About. Yeah.
I want to run.
That's your life anyway. That's our lives anyway. We just sprint about London. We're just busy, tired gullies. We said it before. We'll say it again.
Tired gullies. You know what's getting on my nerves on the internet at the minute? Have you heard of this dot cake thing?
No. What's that?
They're making a sponge cake.
Yeah.
With icing on it and sprinkles over it. That's cool. That's school cake. That's school sponge, isn't it?
School cake. I love school cake.
I love
school cake so much.
The Americans have reinvented it, calling it dot cake. Like, and then my kids are going like, can we make a dot cake? I said, you'll give it its government name if you want me to make that cake. School cake.
Do you know in Australia they do butter with hundreds and thousands in a sandwich, and that's called is it a lamington?
Yeah.
I've made that up. No, lamington's like
cake.
a cake, but it's a fairy sandwich.
Fairy sandwich, like Australians.
They just go left field. American people just copy what we do.
We're going to call it a dot cake.
First it was
like
the
mac
office.
and cheese. Mac and cheese.
No
one calls it macaroni cheese anymore. Give it its government name.
School cake, not dot cake.
We're God-fearing people.
Also, dot cake is just such a basic version of school cake as well.
Yeah.
It's like, I can see literal dots, so it's a dot cake.
It's not autumn, it's fall. Why is it called fall? It's fall. I'm sorry if we've got American listeners.
Yeah, we love you.
We do love you, honestly.
We want to tour in America.
Yeah.
We do love you, unless you support Trump. Anyway. Right, so
this episode is for the Buttheads. So many great stories have come in, including this one from Gemma. Get your bins on, read it.
We love this message from Gemma. Right. Girls, fucking hell. And it is spelled like that. Fucking hell. I've been lolling my back end off listening to you. It's been a pure treat for the soul. I'm a Brit living in Queensland, Australia, and your humour and silliness speaks directly to me.
A true butthead.
Woo! Aussie butthead. A wizard in the sheets had me crying whilst driving. So if you don't know, go back through the archives.
Oh my God. Wizard in the sheets. You got to get in there. If you don't, because otherwise you're just going to miss too much.
Exactly.
Do the deep cuts. Go back to the beginning.
A story for Yaz. When I was 25, I'd just moved into a new apartment and had some impromptu moving in drinks that got well out of hand.
Nice. Good. Nice. Appropriate.
I woke up standing outside my apartment block stark naked. I'd sleepwalked out of my apartment, down 3 flights of stairs and through 2 security doors before waking up on the street. Gemma! Thank God the guy I was dating woke up, realised I wasn't there and heard me buzzing the bell.
Oh my gosh.
He ran down with the sheet, which was the first thing he grabbed. It was 4 a.m.
Oh my God, wizard in the sheets.
Wizard in the sheet. Wizard of the sheets. The hangover was from hell and the shame was absolutely next level. We'd only been dating a little while and weirdly he didn't run a mile. We've now been together for 15 years and have been married for 2.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks so much for the laughs and the real vibes. Kiss, 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 Gemma.
Oh my God, Gemma, I love it.
Gemma is one of us.
One of us. We love anyone that loves us. That's how
Yeah.
pathetic we are. But
Yeah.
also, that's a great story.
We love a love story.
Do you know the excellent comedian Helen Bauer?
Yes. Yes.
She's a sleepwalker.
Is she?
Apparently sleepwalked in
Seattle.
Sleepwalked in Seattle, not Seattle. Sleepwalked in, I think, Melbourne Comedy Festival. Woke up naked in the corridor.
Oh, no.
But no Wizard of the Sheets.
No Wizard of the
enclosing her.
Sheets. How did she
Not
get
made-
back in?
I don't know.
Also, Gemma, for your safety as well. Bless, just sleeping on the street.
Terrifying.
Is she cold?
But like ultimate vulnerability, ultimate hero. Of course, get married.
And then I think a real man would embrace your naked sleepwalking self. That's not going to scare a real man.
Yeah, and I hope my husband's listening because if Gemma's husband can handle her naked on the streets, were you there? Were you there? She was cold. She was naked. Were you there? Were you there? You can handle me snoring
Also,
and drooling.
my imidor, if Gemma's imidor was there for her when she was naked, my imidor can handle me doing a little fart when I'm sleeping because apparently that happens a lot.
Cute little fart. Do you know Anthony Bourdain, the famous chef traveller? I was looking on a little thing. Sorry, the farting is just giving me a little tangent. Apparently, like way back when, he did a Ask Me Anything thread on Reddit and people asked really cute questions. And one of them was like, do you miss chefing? And he was like, no, basically he's done 30 years. It's hard work, blah, blah, blah. And he said, I like farting through hotel sheets. And I was like, what a phrase. Like he's just living his best life.
I feel like he had that. He wanted to tell someone that. He thought of it and was like, when am I going to get that?
Yeah.
And then someone just said, do you miss chefing? And he was like, nah, I like farting through hotel sheets.
Like, no one asked that. No one asked Tony. Bourdain. Oh my God. But yeah, I love that love story. I am a little bit loved up at the minute. We are moving into wedding season.
Yeah, we are. Love a love story.
Love a love story. A friend of mine, she's in her late 20s, right? And she's going to Barcelona for a friend's wedding. And she literally went, it's my first friend wedding, she basically said. Because she's in her 20s, that's when they're getting married. And I was like, oh, this is your next 10 years.
Yes.
Now, us old husks, I know your sister got married. But actually, the truth is, we're out of the wedding era.
We are. Oh God, my wedding era was early 20s. I remember being like 23, but
Essex
I've got
girl.
6 weddings to go. Genuinely, I had like 3 years in a row where I had like 5 or 6 weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're slightly younger than me. So I feel like there was a stage when we first met where basically I felt like you were on a hen do or a
All the time.
wedding every weekend.
Yeah, that's
and
my
then
life.
it was the baby showers. I feel
Yeah.
like that was your life
Yeah.
for about...
hen do's, baby
yeah.
showers. One wedding I would have liked to have gone to.
Go on.
Dua Lipa and Callum.
I know we're a bit late on this, but we are a bit obsessed. The internet has rumbled on, but because the main thing that we've got is the sophistication of the wedding. But they basically got married at Old Marylebone Town Hall,
Yes,
which is very cool.
it's so cool.
She looked a little bit Carrie Bradshaw, Marion Big. She had a tailored suit on, a wide brim hat. Callum Turner looked cool. It was also giving Mick Jagger, Bianca Jagger vibes.
Yes.
It was like, you know, when it's like, it's cool, it's low key, but it's not. It's high key, packaged as
Yes.
low key.
Yeah, and
Like, someone put their back into that.
that is, like real trendy. That is like the type of people I look at and go, oh, I wish I was as cool as you.
Yeah.
So cool.
This is you Googling wet people in Paris all over again.
Yeah.
You're like, wet people in
Wetties
Paris, sophisticated
Wet
bride.
people in Paris shouldn't be confused with wetties in Paris, which will be me when I don't have a trench coat. I'll be wearing some tourist poncho, like
Foggy, from the Eiffel Tower.
But anyway,
But the whole point is, don't be fooled. She looked incredible. And then, so it's kind of like contrived low-key.
Yeah.
But that's only because she's now married for the big one in Sicily. I'm going to say something. I feel a little bit miffed. You know when you go to a wedding and you realise the wedding's already happened? Is that just me being... Like, I want to see shit signed.
Yeah, you want to
What
be
we
there
doing
for the
here?
vows. You want to witness it.
Yeah, especially if it's a destination wedding.
Yeah.
So we're just coming for what? You're already married. I don't know why. Like, I want...
You're not there for the foreign party?
I don't know.
No?
I want a part of all of it.
Yeah. I wonder how many people they had at the town hall.
Oh, I reckon that was well low-key. I love a low-key wedding.
I love low-key weddings. So I just love weddings now. And this is the thing, when I was younger, I don't think I appreciated it as much as like now. Because you just sort of go and you're like, oh, but now...
You just get it. Maybe we're moving into our auntie years. Because, really, I've got a daughter in her 20s. You know, she could get married.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being like mother of the bride?
Oh, my God, you're going to be mother of the bride soon.
Do you know, when I was in Ireland, and I keep going on about it, but there's so many, like, boutique shops that are, like, blatantly mother of the bride sort of stuff. You know, like, where it's such a big deal. A hat.
Gloves.
Just really...
It is. My mum's been mother of the bride 2 times now. 2 times.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
3rd time's a charm. And she really stressed about what she was going to wear. She's like, mother of the bride. And then when
she wasn't stressing because she's mother of the bride. She's like, there's lots of people. I need to be sexy.
She was very sexy. When my brother got married in Ibiza, and then she cried because she put an iron through her dress, which was sad times. And then she wore another dress. But then at the evening, she did a J-Lo and changed into an evening dress, which just stole the show. So there we go.
Such a piece of work.
She loves it.
There's a comedian that I really adore, Carl Spain, right? Irish comedian,
yes.
right? And he's got a really nice missus. They're not actually technically married, yeah. I was thinking about like really cute meetings because of Gemma and getting wrapped in a blanket. What a great foundation.
Love it.
I was out for drinks in Ireland and Pauline McLean was there, who plays Mrs. Doyle in Buttheads. She's an absolute legend, right? Everyone lost their mind at the pub. And she nudges me and says, do you know how Carl and Rachel met? They've been together 21 years. I said, no. And you know, when I had to Google it, I thought they were on the wind up. Because he basically worked on another show and then pitched this idea to the network there, which was basically Carl Spain needs a woman. He basically did The Bachelor before The Bachelor. He did a TV show, 200 women and 1 man applied. Carl Spain needs a woman. And he met Rachel. She's the loveliest woman I've ever met. And they're still together 20 odd years later.
Love Ireland.
Love Ireland. That's the best thing you've ever said. Love Ireland. So,
I love
cute.
that story.
Isn't it cute? In a world of like everyone
Wow.
online dating on the app swiping right, it's like the ultimate cutie. She's the nicest. They're so cute, man.
That is such a wicked meet cute, isn't it?
I mean, it's like ultimate.
Tell me about yours and Ali, because I know how you and Ali met, but
Well-
the listeners don't.
Well, we did actually meet online, but we met on like Guardian somewhere because, again, back to weddings. There was a stage in sort of the mid-noughties, like not the mid-noughties, like 2000, late 2008, 2009, 2010, where I felt like everyone I knew that was getting married had met on Guardian Soulmates.
Yes,
I
remember it.
Yeah, because like
It was
there's
quite a
apps now.
wholesome.
It was wholesome.
Yeah, it was like a
It was like, oh, we're lefty, we're media liberals, let's all meet, right? So I did go on it, and I hated dating. I just think I was like, you know, I'd had Rosie, and then I was like teaching, and everything felt settled, and I was like, I'm ready to meet someone. I was in my late 20s, right? And I was like, hated dating. And I did this thing of like, you do this whole sort of what you're looking for. And I was such a wanker. I was like, you know, obviously we need to have some shared interest, not necessarily the same. Because I was an English teacher, I was like, you know, we might not have read the same books, but we might have the same footnotes. I don't even know what that means. I was a wanker. I don't know. It means nothing.
It means nothing, babes. How can you have footnotes on something you haven't read?
I just meant the things that I don't know what I was getting at.
Hypothetically, you were
I'm
being
cringing
clever.
now. I was trying to be clever.
You are clever.
But after a year of dating absolute knobheads, right, what I did was change what I was looking for. And I wrote, actually, I want someone really good at gardening and putting up shelves. Now, what had happened, I'd started teaching. I was in the September, 2012, do I want to say? And I'd just dated this guy that really stressed me out. And my department lead just said, look, just give up on dating. She said, just get out this first term. I've done a year's teacher training. She's like, get this first term out of the way, sort of thing, because dating's a nightmare, right? So I was like, okay, fine. But in the September, one Alistair Smith had slid into my DMs because I had written, want someone good at gardening, putting up shelves. He wrote, all right, Tiger, because I had a tiger face painting, one of my profile pics on the dating's website. He went, all right, Tiger, how big's the garden? What are the shelves for? And my vagina,
I was going to say,
exploded.
I bet you had a panty flutter.
I was just like, what? But I took what my head of department said and said, don't date. So I just ignored it. I ignored him.
Your future husband.
My future
Your
husband.
literal future husband.
I've never played anything. I feel like Hugh Grant in Notting Hill when he ignores Julia Roberts and goes, no, I can promise you, I've never played anything cool in my life. I accidentally played it cool, blanked him. In the new year, now on the Guardian Soulmates, you can, it might be the same on apps, you can only slide into DMs if you're subscribing.
Right,
You can
okay.
like and look, but you can only slide into DMs when you, I had unsubscribed, I was done with dating, I don't care what this guy's got to say, this shelf and garden guy. In the new year, I went back on the website and I looked at this guy's face again, looked at it, and I accidentally unliked it because I was hovering. So then I thought, oh dear, I better like it. And then he slid into my DMs again. He went, okay, thanks for the like. I think I messaged you a while ago, he goes, but you ignored it. I think I said something cringy about gardens and shelves. So he was in his head about it. And then I thought, oh God, I can't ignore him again. I look like a psycho. So I then subscribed so I could message him back. I said, yeah, no, nothing cringy about it. I really liked it. How are you? Then we sort of started chatting for a couple of weeks. We met on Feb 1st. We decided to go on a date. We met on the Feb 1st. That was our first date, 2013, right? So yeah, 13 years ago and more. And I got out of the escalators. He was waiting on Bishopsgate. I got out of the escalators on Liverpool Street. And I looked up at him and he was there. And he just looked so cute and buttoned up. He had a little Fred Perry little coat. He's so cute. And I went, and I said, how you doing? And he went, yeah, I'm just standing here trying to look cool. And I went, oh God, it's horrible, isn't it? That's all I said because we both were a bit like... And then I just linked his arm and we walked to the commercial tavern. From the minute I met Ali, I felt nothing but like just peace.
Yes.
And excitement about seeing him. We did a kiss that night. We did a kiss.
We did a kiss.
And by the third day, I don't know what happened because he's very low key, Ali. Like when he meets new people, he's much shyer than me. So he was really low key. By the third date, we just started, I don't know, basically we started pulling stupid faces or doing something. And I remember saying to him, I remember looking at him thinking, oh, do you think it's just this easy? And he said, yeah, I think it is. And that's it. He's just my person.
Yeah.
And I think like, I just get excited. Like if I'm not with him, I can't wait to tell him about stuff. He still excites me.
Yeah.
No one makes me laugh like him.
Yeah.
Maybe you, that's about it.
Yeah.
And he's just my favourite person. He just feels like home.
Yeah.
Only be with someone that feels like home. He's like my best thing.
Yeah. So cute.
So
I love
cute.
it.
And also, I was really felt confident about him meeting Rose. I'd never met, Rose was 10. I'd never met, no guy I'd ever dated had met her.
It's going to sound so cheesy, and I used to hate it when people said this to me, but it is actually true. When you know, you know. I know. I hate it because I remember being like, oh, that old tribe, but it is true.
But I knew when you knew.
Yes.
Because when we were friends, when we first met, you were just dating guys and you knew, and your mum would say, oh, you're being too fussy. When you mentioned your immindoors, you were so low-key the way you mentioned it. I thought, there's something different here. How did you actually meet? Because by the time you mentioned him, you were a good few weeks into a sort of...
Yeah. But do you know what? It was weird because I slid into his slacks. That's how I met my imindor.
Oh, that's a bold move.
We met at work.
What slacks?
It's like the DM. You know, like DM some like the work
internal system.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought I thought you just opened his trousers and dived straight in.
Slid into his slacks.
Go on.
But we met in a pub actually because it was like a work thing, and we started talking. I was thinking, oh, he's nice. But then that was in the December, same sort of thing. Nothing really happened. And then I think in the March, I just both started watching Severance, and it was a bit like, oh, if you watch this, and then it just went from there. And same
so you
thing.
slid into his slacks about Severance.
Yeah, slid into his slacks about
That's a lot of
Severance.
sibilance.
But I couldn't tell whether he was flirting with me. And I remember showing my sister his Slack messages, and she was like, I think he's just being friendly. And I was like, oh, she was just like, he's just making.
Was it
friendly.
a case of he's so gorgeous that you just thought he's just a friendly person?
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
and
were you just like, oh.
I just did because thing is, this is how I knew he was different, and this is why I couldn't decide, because he was actually interested in me. I know that sounds so stupid, but
No, I know what you
the
mean.
guys before were literally, I think they just wanted a trophy girlfriend, or like they just wanted to, like, I don't know, they just weren't.
They don't see you as a person.
Yes.
Yeah, because until you meet your person and you know, and actually you almost miss your person because, like I said, is it just this easy? I didn't realise meeting your person should feel peaceful. You think the butterflies are a good thing,
and you can be so,
and the chase is a good thing.
Yeah,
it's not a good thing.
And being able to fart in front of somebody and like being open, it's the best, because you don't have to hide anything. You don't have to put up this front of like, oh, I'm so.
They're your equal, aren't they? They're just your person.
Yeah, and it's so true. And
So when did you clock he might have been flirting? When did you have your first?
So when we went, so we went for cute little coffees before work. So that was cute, because it wasn't actually dates. We were like, should we go for a coffee before work? So we'd like go for a little coffee. I know, we'd be like there with our little pan of Swiss, and then I went out with work drinks, and he messaged me and said, do you fancy going for a drink? And I literally just pied it. I was like, yeah. And then like literally I was like, oh, I'm so tired. And then went to the pub across the road to meet him.
I love it.
Same thing, went for dinner. The candle like burnt down as we were talking. We had a little snog, and then that was it.
So I love this. Because I reckon it was
story.
Probably a month or so before you just casually mentioned it. But it was you being so casual. I was like,
because I didn't.
You were a bit like, yeah, still shagging that cute guy at work, and I was like, what?
Yeah, no, I didn't
What's
tell
going
my
on?
mates because I wanted to preserve the magic. I can't because whereas
It's
before
like
I've been
a penguin egg that you've got to kind of keep safe.
Yeah, like I kind of didn't want to jinx it by telling people. It's so weird. But
I love it.
Talking about lovers,
Yeah.
Madonna revealed this week that her best lover was John F. Kennedy Jr.
I love the way you're like,
He's fit.
this just in.
This just in.
No,
He's
but
fit.
I was going to talk about something about this. You know, when I was dating before Ali and you were dating before Sam, our indoors. Don't you wish you were just a lot more casual about lovers?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you didn't give a shit.
Like, where, like, if I just knew I was going to meet him, I'd have just, like, enjoyed shagging around.
Yeah.
Or just enjoyed dating without it being so heavy.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so when, like, Madonna revealed this week, like, you know, she's famously sex positive, but it's like, she talked about JFK Jr. and I was just, like, doing a deep dive on pictures. R.I.P. What is the Kennedy curse? Which I am obsessed with. Our producer was like, that is my Roman Empire. I'm with her. I Googled the Kennedys a lot. But she said, yeah, he was greatest lover. And I just thought, just boldly to be like, yes, I used to take lovers.
Yeah, and also lovers that are John F. Kennedy Jr.
Hello.
Hello,
Madonna.
Hello. Well, we love that Madonna.
We love that story. But, I feel a bit coochie.
too.
I feel all googly wiggly. Guys, if you've got a meet cute, we'd love to hear how you meet him indoors. I mean, you're not going to top naked sleepwalking, but maybe you will.
Yeah.
Maybe you will have a Wizard of the Sheets.
Yeah.
We want to know. We love that story, Gemma, and it's got us all gooey, Gems.
Gems.
I hope our indoors won't
babes.
listen to this, because then they'll all be like, yeah, you love me, I'm not going to empty the dishwasher. No,
Not gonna
the
take
rules
bins
still
out.
apply indoors. We're not googly
You're
wiggly,
in
jiggly
indoors.
wiggly. Yeah.
Don't
But
get
yeah,
it mixed up.
We
Don't
want to
get it
hear
twisted.
from you, Laura and Carmen at global.com, or slide into our DMs at Shouldn't Laugh Pod. We've loved all your messages recently and had so many hilarious ones come through, including this one from Annie. Hi, Laura and Carmen, long-time listener, first-time writer. I've been sitting on this story for years because, honestly, it still haunts me. About 7 years ago, my boyfriend and I went campervanning around New Zealand. Ooh. We hired one of those self-contained campervans. Okay, we know. Which basically means it comes with a portable toilet. Oh, our listeners, Buttheads, we've chosen the right name for it, man. Buttheads, we all know where this is going. More like an adult-sized potty, which you take out of a cupboard if you ever need to relieve yourself.
Okay.
I've been on houseboats. This is sort of similar.
Yes.
Bit cartridgey, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, we never intended to use it.
Really?
Like,
How long were you going for?
I know. We only got a self-contained van because it meant we could stay at more campsites. Apparently, if you don't have a toilet on board, then you're not allowed to stay at campsites that don't have public loos. Okay,
Right.
we get it. We don't want wild pooing, whatever.
Fair.
Looking back, I have no idea who was checking, but at the time, we followed the rules. They're good guys. For 3 weeks, everything went smoothly. We'd mastered the campervan lifestyle, planning routes to new camp spots every few days, and I'd managed to avoid using the world's most depressing toilet.
This sounds dreamy.
It sounds dreamy, but then came the day it all unravelled.
Uh-oh.
Why do we have the best riders in the planet? We got lost on the way to our intended campsite. By the time we arrived, it was completely full. No problem, we thought. There was another site about 20 minutes away, nearer to Queenstown. So off we went. The new campsite had loads of spaces available. But what we realised when we got there is that it didn't have any public toilets. No. It was now late into the evening and we didn't want to drive to a new camp spot as we knew Queenstown is a popular area and all camp spots with toilets would likely be full. I was instantly stressed, as I hadn't done my daily poo yet.
Uh-oh.
She's
There's
regular.
an
That is
arthria.
regular. We're doing about 7 shits a day on a good coffee day, us lot.
Oh, mate, yeah. I'll go from having none for a week and then like 8 in one day.
We're wild.
Daily poo.
She was quick, though. She was quick to refuse the potty. So in the pitch black, my boyfriend and I wandered around a mountainside car park searching for somewhere I could do a wild poo. Mate, I would be using that portaloo.
Me too.
Maybe it's because I'm a mum. I'm dealing with shit all the time.
Yeah. Literal
Picture the
shit.
scene. It's dark. We're on the side of a mountain. I can't see where the edge is.
Oh, no.
I'm terrified of falling to my death mid-poo. So I eventually accepted defeat. The potty was happening. Our campervan was tiny. The distance between the bed and the kitchenette was approximately 1 stride. I was so embarrassed that I made my boyfriend stand outside in the freezing cold while I went. Not because he doesn't know women poo, just because I preferred him to suffer hypothermia than witness it. What nobody tells you about these portable toilets is that once you've used them, the poo doesn't magically disappear. You have to put the lid back on it and then discard the waste at a legal waste disposal site.
Right.
So after what felt like the lowest moment of my adult life, I shoved the potty back under the bed and spent the night trying to ignore the fact that my own poo was effectively sleeping beneath us.
Why didn't they put it outside?
I don't know what lies
Annie.
beneath. The next morning, I was desperate to get rid of the evidence. But this is just shit down the mountain. We found a waste disposal point at a BP garage just outside Queenstown. Apparently, this is a completely normal place to find a waste disposal point in New Zealand. Do you know what I've noticed? Tangent. Laundrettes at garages. What the fuck's going on in the world? Anyway, my boyfriend was filling up the water tank, sorting the rubbish and getting fuel. I had one job. Get rid of the job. Dispose of the poo, but I'd never done it before. I found the dispose point, lifted up the grate and immediately realised that the hole was tiny, like a baked bean tin-sized hole. How big was your shit? Already sweating, I started tipping the contents of the potty towards the hole while trying to ignore the fact that...
Sounds very complicated.
This is really complex. I'd shit in a bag. I've done that in the garage before when my bathroom was getting done. Already sweating, I started tipping the contents of the potty towards the hole, while trying to ignore the fact that there was people everywhere filling up their cars with petrol. Oh, God. In my panic, I tipped too quickly and my poo missed the hole completely. Oh, my God, she's just shitting on garage forecourts now. Oh, my God. 1 second it was in the potty, the next it was sitting proudly beside the drain in broad daylight. I let out a panic yelp. My boyfriend looked over from across the forecourt. He looked at me. He looked at the poo. He looked back at me. And without saying a single word, he turned round, walked back to the camper van, got inside and shut the door. He's just like, you're on the
He's
own.
done.
Kick that
was
into the hole with a flip-flop.
That was like a weird Old Spice advert. Look at the poo. Now look back at me. Like, look at the poo.
This feels like one of your stories. I looked at him. He looked at me. I looked at the poo. He looked at the poo. He walked away. Abandoned at my lowest moment. Look, I know it's technically my poo, but I really feel that that's when a relationship is tested, and mine failed spectacularly. In my haste to sort the situation, I ran to the van, half tempted to tell my boyfriend to hit the pedal and whiz the hell out of there. But as the sensible moral adult I am, I grabbed a sandwich bag. Oh, this is just getting worse. And essentially doggy bagged my own shit and shoved it down the hole as quick as quick as humanly possible. You dealt with it. Yeah. I'm still mortified to this day and always wonder whether the CCTV footage of my lowest point in my life in the BP garage exists. You have to laugh, yes, and we will. Right, or you'll cry, haha. I certainly did both. I'd love to know what you would have done in that situation. All my love, Annie.
So I hope my sister doesn't mind me telling this story because it makes me laugh so much. My sister was breaking up with her ex-boyfriend and they'd had a holiday booked in the Philippines. So beautiful, but they were kind of like breaking up. She said it was like a really stressful holiday anyway because obviously they were breaking up. Then they had a boat trip booked and they both got the shits. And the toilet was blocked, and she said she just will never forget pooing off the side of the boat whilst they were arguing, looking at each other like. So Annie, happens to the best of us.
I think Annie done the right thing. There's a couple of things I'd do different.
Yep.
I'd move the pot. I would have just had the potty outside.
Yeah,
Hopefully a
same.
woodland creature would just
Not
find
under.
it,
Yeah.
And also, if you had the sandwich bags, you sandwich that up straight away, mate. Clean it out, right? But also, the boyfriend just looking and be like, you're on your own. Those sorts of things are real brown flags.
Yeah.
Hey! And the thought of her just dealing with it, but him just sort of... and her
shutting the door while they're looking at each other.
Yeah.
That's what I remind.
Like, putting the shit in. But the idea of her just sitting in the campervan, you know that kind of tense, awkward silence when you know there's a discussion to be had about your relationship, but she's like, you know...
I've just had to put my poo in a poo bin, essentially.
I've had to doggy bag my
in a
own
human
poo.
dog poo bin.
Like, just don't leave me out there on my own.
Exactly. That's cold, man.
I
Annie.
think we need to break the taboos. This is why we talk about pooing a lot, because we've all done it.
This is why we're in the Library of Dirty Bastards.
Yeah.
But if you have a funny poo story,
or any story, because we can't just be our niche.
Shouldn't poo, but. Yeah, we've been. I feel like we've been so open about it. Now everyone's like, "Oh yes, we've got."
We've opened the floodgates. We've opened the arsehole, the collective arsehole.
But yeah, we'd love to hear it. Email us, Laura and Carmen at global.com, or you can slide into our DMs. Shouldn't Laugh Pod at Shouldn't Laugh Pod.
And while you're on socials, give us a follow, like, subscribe, comment, rate, tell your friends, tell your mum, tell your nan.
Keeps the podcast alive and thriving.
Yes.
Yay!
We love ya.
We love ya. Have a good week, Buttheads.
This has been a Global Player original production.